Hello.
Hey guys, okay, today was day 1 of our Calorie Deficit Bootcamp.
Day 1, and we had a lot to say.
Okay, so today's topic is, what is a calorie deficit?
Okay, are you ready? Calorie deficit is an energy balance. If you think about it, we require energy to function all day, okay? So imagine the amount of energy you need. If you consume more energy than you need, your body will save it for later. Okay. And the other way around as well. If you consume less in the run of a day than your body needs, less energy your body will go and collect it, hopefully from your butt and not your boobs.
And I think the message here is to say calorie deficit is not a diet. Like, it's not like this, it's how the human body loses mass. It's the science underpinning everything. It's everything related to how a human, not a plant, not a lion, a human being loses fat.
Calorie deficit. Every single diet that you've ever done before creates a calorie deficit. That's how you lose weight. What is happening though is they just give you these rules because they want to help you
Be in a calorie deficit.
If you eat within these containers, you'll lose weight because you're in a calorie deficit. If you drink these shakes, you will lose weight because you created a calorie deficit. What we want for you at the end of this boot camp is that you have your own rules.
Yeah, you have so much knowledge on calorie deficit, and we've answered all of your confusions about it and questions. And at the end of the day, you're like, okay, I have this knowledge. How can I use this information and create my own diet plan to create a deficit my way?
Oh, so good. Okay, calories in. Calories in are very simple. Food and liquids that have calories are calories in. Simple, okay? How do calories get out? There are 4 ways that calories come out. Number 1 is your BMR. So that's your basic metabolic rate. Okay, that is basically just if you laid in bed all day and did nothing, ate nothing and did not move, that's how many calories you would burn. And that actually accounts for up to almost 70% of your total calories burned in the run of a day.
And that's the part where you don't have control over that. So if you are female versus male, if you are 70 years old versus 30 years old, if your ethnicity, your genetics, everything, you don't have control over that. That is 70% of the calories going out.
So done. Okay. Yeah. 15% of your calories that come out in the run of a day are called NEAT, non-exercise activity thermogenesis. So basically living your life.
Like who you are as a person, like your lifestyle.
Yeah, maybe your job. How much do you move at your job? Are you, are
you a mom?
Do you have kids?
Are they small? Are they older? Do you work on a construction site where you move a lot for your daily, just you, the life you've created?
The life you've created takes about 15% of the total calories burned in the run of a day, okay? So next is food. It actually requires calories to digest your food. So it's the thermal effect of food. It's great news. It's about 10% of your total calories coming out in the run of a day come from what you're digesting. Just so that you know, protein has the highest thermal effect. So that will require the most amount of calories to burn.
So you know that diet that just wants you to eat chicken and broccoli, and basically it's like protein. Protein's really important. I mean, protein is amazing. It's amazing nutrients source nutrient. But it really, at the end of the day, is that they're just getting away the stuff that's really high in calories, like carb.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, let's eat protein because it can help. But it's just 10%. It's a tiny amount.
We want you to know so that you can choose.
Yeah.
Maybe eating more protein
I'm more of a carb eater for me.
Yeah, and if eating more protein is easy for you, then go for it. And if it's not, you can still lose weight. You can lose weight with any of these things we're going to tell you. You can lose weight with or without them.
Yes.
You just need a calorie deficit.
Yeah.
Okay, last thing is exercise. So it's only about 10% of your total calories burned is exercise. 10%. Okay? So we need you to stop putting so much emphasis on exercise. Exercise is obviously amazing for your physical and mental health, but if you are trying to lose weight, look at your food.
And I said this in the live. I said, you know what? If you're hoping that if you're using exercise for weight loss, you will be disappointed.
You will be. Okay, so start looking at that food. Okay, how will I know if I'm in a deficit?
You will lose weight. If you keep creating a deficit, you don't have to create a deficit every day. That's coming tomorrow, okay? But if you create a deficit on average, you start losing weight. That's how you know.
I want you to think of your calories as a budget. In the run of a week, okay, you have a budget. Here, if you follow your budget, you will lose weight on average. It does not have to be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, eat the same thing. If you follow that budget, at the end of the day, you will lose weight. Here's what I want to tell you about your budget. You are all going to come to this show, this party, with a different budget.
Yeah.
Your age, how much you weigh, if you're premenopausal, postmenopausal, if you have PCOS, if you have any of these underlying conditions, you might come with a lesser budget. But at the end of the day, if you want to lose weight, you need to create a calorie deficit. You need to be on budget. And guys, we need you to know that even if you are 70, even if you have this condition, you can still be successful.
Yes.
Okay. Eating too little, we need to talk about it. Here's our moment, okay? There's a myth out there that if you eat too little, you go into starvation mode. For sure, if you eat less because of the thermal effect of food, you will burn less calories in the run of a day. And if you eat less, you probably will move less. So for sure, that is a thing. But not eating enough for weight loss is not a thing. If that was a thing, people in starving countries would be overweight. They are not. They are underweight.
Yeah.
The rate at which they lose weight might slow down, but they still continue to lose fat because they are in a calorie deficit over and over and over. What can happen if you are eating too little? There's such a thing as eating too little for happiness, for sustainability.
Yeah.
So what happens is you eat lettuce for 4 days and then you lose it. And you spend 2 days eating all the things and you underestimate how much damage can be done in those 2 days.
And then you end up not losing weight, and then you're thinking it's because you didn't eat enough for the 4 days, but you didn't create a deficit with the damage you just did of thousands of calories by binging and eating everything because you just felt deprived by not eating enough. So not eating enough can affect your weight loss, but not in the way that people are using it these days. You can be affected by not eating enough because you end up feeling so deprived and then over consuming, and that's why you're not losing weight. Guys, would you ever say that this statement is true? The whole population is obese right now because everyone's not eating enough. Would you believe that statement?
I would not.
Okay, you know that we have created, like, the society right now is struggling with obesity because we are taking in more energy than we are burning as human beings, and we have lost sight of what is reasonable and what we should be consuming as human beings. Humans.
And we are going to...
Don't miss the live. The live's so good.
The live is so good. This is just the Coles Notes version. Make sure that you stick around for the rest of the week. Tomorrow, we're going to talk about how to figure out your own deficit. We're going to talk about how to calculate or not calculate your deficit, how to figure out how to create a deficit in your own life. So much good stuff is coming.
You want to commit to this. Like, you didn't just sign up for, like, oh no. Like, we're going to make the decision for you that you want to learn and you want to take action after this, like, week of motion, this week of information. And there's fun things that come with watching the live. You don't have to watch it live, but try not to be too backed up now with 3-4 hours of whatever. Make this a priority. You need this information. You deserve.
If anything about we just said sparked some stuff, we went in detail.
Yeah, and answered so many questions on the live. All right?
Okay.
All right, see you tomorrow.